Sowore said that no lesser evil in his book. It doesn't have lesser evil. All evil is the same thing. Or all evils are the same thing. And he explains, and let me read this news. I think Oweleketv is the author of this news. Nigerian activist and politician Omoyele Sowore has articulated his reasons for not being able to establish a coalition with Peter Obi, the 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party. Sowore, who stated that he had been vying for the presidency long before the former governor of Anambra State emerged as a notable figure on the national stage, asserted that Obi does not differ from other corrupt politicians. He stressed that no lesser evil in his book and vowed never to support any Nigerian leader who had, in his view, underperformed while holding a political office. Barrister, anyway, I don't want us to go too far because I'm not ready to read. I don't have time to read this kind of long stuff. I already got the point I want us to talk about. Sowore gave two reasons why he did not and he will not team up with Peter Obi or support him in any form or shape. The two reasons are: one, he feels or he thinks that Peter Obi is as corrupt as other politicians. Two, I think the second reason that I'm trying to mention was actually the first reason. He said Peter Obi is a junior when it comes to politics, presidential politics. That he started vying for presidency before Peter Obi. As a result of that, he cannot actually support Peter Obi. What he means, and what is by insinuation, and I assume so. Of course, what do you expect? What I deduce from this is it is rather the other way around. He expects Peter Obi to be the one to support him, not the other way around. Barrister, what is your take on this? On what Sowore said?
Well, all the aspects of what Sowore said, I disagree with it in 100%. Number one, the fact that you have been vying for president for a long time does not make you the ideal candidate that the country needs. Number two, trying to insinuate or impute that Peter Obi underperformed when he was governor is neither here or not there. I don't think Sowore is in a position to talk about the performance of Peter Obi, which has been applauded by across the board. There is virtually no sensible person that will come up and tell you that Peter Obi underperformed. And particularly with reference to the kind of country, the kind of system that he operated within, I give him, if it's in terms of percentage, I give him between 80 and 90% performance, if you ask me. So coming out to say that Peter Obi underperformed is just sour grapes. Sowore has never had public office. For us to say, okay, this is how or what he did, we can go back and look at what Peter Obi did. He had public office for 8 years. We can rate him on the basis of what he performed within the circumstances he found himself. We cannot say the same thing for Sowore. Sowore himself, in his private business of journalism, there is a lot of baggage, a lot of questions, a lot of debt has been attributed to him. So he should not even go there. I do not think putting him together with Peter Obi in terms of reputation, he does not come anywhere near Peter Obi in terms of integrity, in terms of reputation. So he should not even go to that angle. Definitely, he has contested for presidency all this while. But how far did he go? Did he even get 1% of the votes in any time that he has contested? He has never even got 1% of vote in any time that he has come up. That apart, when Peter Obi came up, the whole country was shaken to its root. The whole dominant two political parties who initially underrated him woke up to the fact that they have to walk extra mile. They have to do things in order to stop him. They didn't bother about Sowore. He was in the race. Nobody bothered about it. Nobody cared about it. Nobody expected him to go anywhere near the presidency. He has been a recurring decimal trying to contest, but nobody has bought into his narrative. Nobody has supported him. Nobody believes that he is a capable person to be president because we cannot rate him. The only place we can rate him is in his journalism, which, like I said, is clouded with a lot of debt and other things. I don't want to start talking about things that they used to say when he started the Sahara Reporters that I was using to blackmail people to collect money. There are a lot of things that were being said about him. So we have no way to rate him as a righteous person that is trying to present himself. I do not believe him to be that. In terms of reputation, I repeat, he is nowhere. Reputation and integrity, he is nowhere near Peter Obi. And he should not compare himself with Peter Obi.
Yeah. Honestly, I agree with you 100% on that. Yeah, because I don't know. Sometimes when people put up a kind of argument that doesn't make sense and so childish, everybody knows that life generally, race can be started. I don't know why someone with an adult will put up such argument about life. We've had issues of someone becoming a millionaire at 24, at 18, at 19, and that person, a different person became a millionaire at 60 something, at old age. This is the person who started that. The person who became millionaire at 60 something started life before the one who probably started life before the 24 years old was born. Started business, possibly business, before 24-year-old was born, but he didn't make his millions until he got to 60. I remember when I was in Kaduna, living in a neighborhood, there is this papa who at 60 was about 61 or 62 then. That was when he bought his car and started learning how to drive. And I called him. I said, Papa, now wow. So at this age now you put learner, you don't buy car, you can't put learner. Can you imagine at this age, at 62, now you begin learn motor. You see, like people like us, I told you, I said, look, someone like me, I learned to drive even when I was in secondary school, for God's sake. I said, look at you now, at this age, now you begin learn how to drive. You see, that is life. So for someone to tell me that because he started a business before someone who has succeeded more than him, as such, the person does not have the right, that he does not respect the person because he started business before him. But the most important thing is his success. Success is what matters, not when you started. It is, where are you now? Just like you noted earlier. Yes, he started before Peter Obi, and so what has he achieved? And that is the reality. Less than 1% all the time. And it is not just his time. It is not, the guy is not charismatic. Let me be frank with you. He's not a lovable person. Otherwise, there are some things I like about him. I never liked him before until recently, because anybody that stands up to corrupt government, I always support that person. Nobody is perfect. He has his own flaws when it comes to morality or other stuff or whatever. But the truth is that there are areas of him that I respect is the area where he's courageous to actually face the government, courageous to actually speak out, courageous to say things that other people, activists, cannot say or dare not say. And for someone of his pedigree to actually be calling for revolution, honestly, that is courageous. Honestly, that is courage, very strong courage indeed. And we know how he's been fighting the government. He's been outspoken. He's been. I remember recently where he actually addressed a judge and actually admonished the judge to be smart and be wise and stop listening to the government. He actually was confident enough to actually address the judge. Honestly, you can only get such kind of courage from very few people, public figures. That guy has what it takes. Honestly, he has the boldness, the confidence to face anyone. And I just like him for that. But at the same time, I have issues with him, with his ego and jealousy of Peter Obi and not being sincere, because I have rated and I will keep rating Peter Obi as the best governor Nigeria, the best governor Nigeria ever had. That's just the truth. His record, there's no governor. Look at his record. Which governor ruled a state without acquiring personal land for himself and his cronies, his family members? Tell me one governor in that country. Only Peter Obi didn't have that record. That is just the reality. It is only Peter Obi he's the only governor that is not on EFCC radar, and that is not on EFCC radar. Tell me which governor is not on EFCC radar, either convicted or under investigation. Tell me which governor in Nigeria since the dispensation of EFCC. There is none. Only Peter Obi. For that singular reason, I don't even know why in fact, that put me off actually, for him to say that Peter Obi is as corrupt as others. It doesn't. If Peter Obi were to be, in fact, what made me love Peter Obi and support him even more prior to 2023 was the fact that EFCC did not have anything against him. They literally tried to dig out and try to squeeze his former commissioners, former aides, to see what they would be. Peter Obi did not steal. He did not steal government money. Neither did he allow his aides to steal government money, because what do you expect? He closed up all the loopholes. He didn't steal, and he didn't allow his aides, either his commissioners, the entire executive. No one. There is no record of anybody stealing money. My God, which state did we ever hear of such? That the governor did not steal public funds and no commissioner. I beg, I don't know. You are a lawyer, barrister. Is there any Peter Obi's former commissioner or former aide that EFCC arrested in any form or shape, or is there no investigation of EFCC?
Not to my knowledge. As far as everybody know, in Nigeria, Obi was a clean person and turned his integrity for the 8 years that he ruled Anambra State, and thereafter.
That is my point. Obi is as clean can be politically. He, as a human being, personal life, I don't know what he's doing, but as a governor for 8 years, there is no governor in the history of Nigeria since independence. No governor has his record. None. Because Obi, not that he didn't. Okay, we have other governor that didn't steal money, like Ahmed Ali and co. But what happened in that of Obi? Obi did not only not steal money, steal government money. He didn't allow his commissioners, his aides to steal money, and apart from that, he performed credibly. On that, he performed both on infrastructure, education especially, under his government, his Anambra State became. I think he started from they were 21st in the rate prior to him being the governor. They were on the, I think, other Anambra State education there was, I think, rated at 20.
At a point, they came first in the YS.
Yes, from 20-something, and when he became governor.
36 states.
Correct.
Exactly.
Yes, he became the Anambra State. He pulled Anambra State from 21st position to first position in the country in education. What are
And
we talking about?
let me add that when he was governor, the way he did the education is that in every secondary school, the head prefect had a direct line to talk to the governor. In every
Correct.
secondary school in Anambra
Correct.
State, they had a
Yes.
direct line.
You're
He
right.
communicated with the students in that school directly.
That is the point.
Whichever, show me any governor,
Honestly.
military or civilian in Nigeria, that had that kind of direct contact with the secondary school students, that they could call him at any time and tell them the challenges they had in that school.
Honestly,
Instead of going through principal going through commissioner, going through that one.
I don't know why Sowore is just picking up. I don't get it. I do not. This is one thing I have against him. Other than that, I think
that is one of the character flaws that made me to believe that he can never be a good
leader.
President.
Yes, of course.
Because when you are envious of others,
that is
when you cannot appreciate the good in others, when you think you know everything and your knowledge is superior to everybody, you can't be a leader.
Yeah,
the highest you can be is you can be a dictator.
Honestly, I think it's just an issue of envy, and that's just because Obi has every proof of a majority. There is no even I've not seen anyone who actually apart from the Omokri and Boalas who are actually psychophants, are known to be psychophants, sort of. I do not see any credible Nigerian who actually have anything to say against Peter Obi's administration as the governor, two-time governor. I don't get
even the Omokri that you are talking about. His gross with Peter Obi is that supporters of Peter Obi abused him, and Peter Obi did not call them to
yeah,
that is his only grounds. And I tell you how safe we talk on this platform as between Omokri and Bola. I told you how the two of them were jostling for who to replace Engilari as a spokesman too.
Now we'll talk about that. It's one of our. Hold on about that. We'll talk about that. I think we're talking that we have a topic on that. All right. Barrister, yeah, I don't know. Honestly, Sowore should just I don't know. He should just let him just humble himself. I like him. I came to like him. I didn't like it based on what you say. What we've all read and heard about what he did and how he did as Sahara reporter owner and whatever, all those things or whatever. Right from time, I have always not. I didn't like him. And I knew quite all right politically he wouldn't go anywhere because he's not charismatic. He's a journalist. He's not charismatic. You may be outspoken, but you have to have the charisma actually to attract the public interest. He doesn't have that. And besides, I do not see him, even when he started the first presidency, when he started, I don't say this man should even go and contest as local government chairman first. Because I do not see, when he started as the president, as the contest for presidency, I just didn't see the aura of leadership, of presidency around him. It is not there. It doesn't have the aura.
Now I cannot see it.
No, it doesn't.
I have not seen him as a president.
Honestly, so many years when he started, I look and say, what did this man they go for presidency for? There's no the aura. It's not even. It doesn't have that aura around him. So why wasting his time? I expected him to start from local government chairmanship. So anyway, what he's doing so far, at least fighting the government, saying the truth, especially when he's so dogged about this revolution. Honestly, I'm in line with it because revolution is what Nigeria needs at this moment. And that is it.